Hello and welcome. My name's Kathy A, and I'm going to do my December faves and flops a little bit early this year because I have all of my best of the year videos coming up. And also I wanted to review this company in time for you to get your packages by Xmas. This is a company called TEMU. And TEMU is a, they're actually based out of Boston, Massachusetts, of all things. And it's an online site. They're curators of distribution centers from around the world. They're a subsidiary of a Chinese company. And they operate very similar to sites like Shop Miss A or Wish. I kept getting notifications from them in my Facebook feed, and it was killing me because I was seeing these eye palettes and blushes and lipsticks for like $1, $2, and I thought, oh God, I'm gonna have to try this, you know, SAP right across my forehead. This is a new company, actually. This is a new version of, I'm sure the Chinese company that they're part of has been around for a while, but they just opened up shop, I think, in September or October of this year, 2022. And they offer different payment options like PayPal. Now, I like to use PayPal because I don't want my credit card information going to China. And I don't know, you know, what I've never heard of this site before, I decided to just give them a try and put a small order in. They had all kinds of discounts. The stuff was already super low. There were a lot of brand name products, and they actually source from all of the factories that make these products themselves, and they also have the formulations and the packaging from very well-known cosmetics, and they just slap a different name on it. For instance, this is Giacomo, but you and I know this. You know this packaging. This is the Essence translucent setting powder, and this is it here. And I can't believe the pricing on this. I think it was 98 cents for this. And you know, even Essence itself is extremely low price, so I'm just going to go through what I ordered. My first order, I did put a second order in, and they do have a slew of products, not just makeup. They have household products, automotive, holiday decor, they have clothing, children's stuff, they have kitchen stuff, utensils, they have wallpaper, they have craft supplies, office supplies. It is a lot of fun, and what you do basically is, I do have a link down below, and if you click on it you get free shipping and 20% off your whole order, and it's already super cheap. So let me just go through what I ordered, and I'm going to tell you how much I paid for it. And I have to say, I got my order in 8 days. And as I said, they are based out of Boston, Massachusetts, so they're obviously working with China to export all of these things. They probably have a warehouse in America now, which is good. That means you'll get your stuff a little bit faster. I did put a second order in. I got a pair of blue jeans, I think, for $11. So I think that this is an interesting site, and if you are curious, they are legit. Really good deal. A really good deal. I'm quite excited. I don't think I've been this excited about a site since Wish came out, and I like them much better than Wish. Now, since they are new, they're probably feeling out how far they can go in certain areas, how high their prices can go. They're very persuasive, just like on the Wish site. When you go on there, they have a little spin thing, and if you spin it, it'll stop on this thing and say, oh, you're going to get 40% off your order. Shop now, and you click on it, and you can upload a TEMU app, and everything is all condensed within there. You don't give them financial information. You can just use PayPal. But you go shopping, and they give you 24 hours to complete your order. And they will chase you down if you leave your cart, abandon your cart and go, but they don't offer you any more discounts. They do chase you down though and say, hey, you left this stuff in your cart. You know, that's what they did with me. I was waiting to get another 10% off or something, but they didn't do that. Some companies will do that if you abandon your cart. But I'm just blown away. I'm just blown away. So let's get into it. So this is a Giacomo Natural Color Matte Makeup. They're calling it the color Natural Matte. It is 98 cents. And this is an exact dupe for the Essence translucent powder. When you put this powder under your eyes or anywhere else, it blurs. It helps take down the texture. It takes out shine. It lasts all day. It's excellent. It's excellent. And it's 98 cents. This is what pulled me in. It came up in my Facebook feed. It was a little piece of toast looking very Too Faced. And it is $3.49. It's absolutely adorable. It's a little piece of toast, and it is the perfect, absolute perfect neutral palette. You have your light shade for your lid and your base. You have your midtones. You have a warm and a cool midtone shade for your crease. And you have like a warm transition after that. You have deeper shades to darken your corners, shimmer shade here in the center for a topper. It's the perfect neutral palette, silky smooth texture, absolutely beautiful. And it is called Novo, and it was $3.49, and it feels just like a Too Faced product. It's really, really nice. So I do highly recommend that one as well. It was $3.49. This next item is a concealer. It is the Langman, and I believe this brand is featured on Amazon a lot. Langman, and this particular concealer was 98 cents. And just a little squirt there. I tried it under my eyes. It looks absolutely beautiful. Goes on like velvet silk. It did not crease. It did not go into the lines. It lasted all day. It's good for blemishes. It's excellent. But I really like it. I do. I like it. And it was 98 cents. Now this one reminded me of the Stila Tricolor Face Primer. It went on with that same beautiful silkiness. When you have this primer on, it's a color correcting primer. So you can see it's got the green, the purple, and the orange. So it's supposed to be an all-encompassing face primer color corrector slash. And I think it's mostly a green, a light green red reducer. I think that's probably the bulk of it. It's got a very, very light scent, not anything really over the top. It's extremely emollient. I did put it under my makeup. It just lightened my skin as a whole for a balance, but it did not like color correct some things, and it did not color correct some of my dark shadows. But it's really good for redness. So I think it's a lot like the Stila one, or one of the others. I think Makeup Revolution also put something out like this, and I think possibly even Jane Iredale put out this kind of a thing where you've got your 3-color moisturizer. Really, that's what it feels like, is a moisturizer. And this was $2.38. So for $2.38, it really was worth it. Even the packaging looks very high-end. This feels high-end. I think even to just buy the container it's in would cost more than $2.38. No, I don't know how they do it. I know that they might be dealing with overstock. You know how Beautylish does their lucky bags at the end of the year so they can clear out their warehouses for new product. This might be a similar situation where they got a really good deal on bulk quantities so they can resell at an incredibly low price, or entice you to shop further, because as soon as you look at something like this, they take you to similar items, and then they'll show you things like car seats and speakers or earbuds or phone cases or jewelry, or clothing or blankets or curtains. I mean, they show you so many other things besides just this. So it is, you can in the search bar, just put down concealer and they'll show you all the concealers, and then they'll go into other things that are similar or what they think you may be interested in based on what you're searching for. But this was a great little deal here. The next item reminds me a lot of the LA Girl concealer. It has that same brush and it comes out the same, and you know, I think this has a little more coverage than the other concealer. A little goes a long way, and this did crease slightly, but once I patted it in and then put some of that lovely translucent powder over the top, I was okay. But it's a little bit more pigmented. The color choice is not as good, and in some cases you only have a choice of one color. So I don't know, maybe it's, you know, it is a little bit cheaper, but that particular one was 98 cents. So for 98 cents, I think it was worth it. Moving on to foundation, I know you may be familiar with this from Amazon. It's very popular. It runs around $10 a bottle at Amazon. In here it is $3.49, and it is the Farrah foundation. I do have a color 1-2 Nude, which is kind of a medium light shade. Very, very nice. Farrah foundation is kind of a proven foundation on Amazon. I think it's a mid-level foundation. It's not my absolute favorite. For drugstore era kind of stuff, I would say it's very passable. Comparing it with L'Oreal Nude Serum, I would say that the L'Oreal's maybe slightly better, but the L'Oreal Nude Serum's running around $14 and this is $3.99. And even this on Amazon is $10 and it's only $3.99 on this site. So now these are name brands. It is the product. I have used this product before, so it is the same product. There are other name brands too. And I'm going to show you, they do have a lot of Essence products under different names. They also have Laneige lip mask. And they're getting it straight from the Laneige factory. So they do curate from different factories. And I'll just show you here some of the items that they have. And you can see some of the packaging looks very familiar, but the pricing certainly does not. Now this reminds me a lot of the Flower Beauty blushes, and this is the Now Extraordinaire Blush 19, and it is just a beautiful, beautiful shade. You have that embossed rose there like the MILANI stuff does, but I think this is more towards the Flower Beauty. You can sheer it out nicely. I am wearing it here in the video. I think it's really nice. It lasts all day. It's a slightly smaller amount than you get in the MILANI, but this particular one, let me just check the pricing on this blush, is $1.98, $1.98. So it's almost dollar store pricing for this, and it's really good. This you may recognize. This is the Fit Me powder, but it is from Clever Cat. And it does indeed match the Fit Me powder from Maybelline. This one is the Double Decker Foundation. And it is a light shade. It's extremely dry on my skin. It does come with a little thing here. If you have oily skin, normal to oily skin, or combo skin, I think you will really like this Fit Me powder. My dry skin, it was a little bit dry on me, but it is the exact formula. and this Fit Me powder was $1.68. $1.68. Now for eyeshadows, they had this really cool metallic duochrome shadow, and I was looking for something that would rival the Charlotte Tilbury single shadows, because this one is just so pretty. Let me just show you what this is. It's stunning. It is $1.29, and it is called, this is from the, and this is a multi-chromatic liner, and they have several different colors, and I tell you, once you put it on your eyes, you won't believe how beautiful it is, but it dries instantly. Let me just put it on real quick. It has a slight Crayola smell to it. Oh, it's just beautiful. You can see it's a duochrome, and it's gorgeous. It's absolutely gorgeous. And that was $1.29. Once it dries, it doesn't budge. It doesn't budge. I'm gonna get another color in that. That was just so beautiful. Now they did have some eye palettes, and of course the way they're photographed, they look like they're much larger than they are. And I was fooled by this one. This looks like something you'd find in Five Below or TJMAX or one of the, one of the off brands. It's the only product that came damaged. Now everything was packed in this silly little bag, so it really took a beating from wherever it came from. I don't think that came from Boston. Yeah, I'm loving this. It actually has some fairly good pigments, some nice colors in there. Very small pans though, but I did make a couple cohesive eye looks from this. The metallics are nice. The staying power wasn't all that great. I wouldn't probably recommend this one, but I would recommend that Toast one. I think the little Novo, the little Novo Toast, I think it's just perfect. But this little fella, I would say the formulation wasn't my favorite. Now the last item for this particular order, and I do have another order coming probably in another week and a half, and I will show it to you once I get it. But this is the Hand and On Color Outside Cream Gel Liner Set. There's 12 eyeliners in here. I was disappointed in the pastel colors, and the white looked very patchy, but I'll have to say that the some of the colors, such as the green, were very, very pretty. Let me just see if I can do that. I'll just paint a few of them on. They're all individually wrapped, which can be a drag to undo it while you're videoing a YouTube video. Just get this open, because this purple is something I probably want to look at. It's not a real thick coating, but it is on there, and I like that for hygiene purposes. It's kind of neat. Alright, let's go here. Here we go. So if you're looking for a particular color, it's kind of nice you have the option of, these are just some of the colors. These are basic colors. If you want the metallic look or foiled look, I would say those individual ones are really awesome. These, the lighter shades, I didn't think they showed up all that well or lasted that long. And this was the most expensive makeup item at $8.49 for 12 eyeliners. So This is probably my only major disappointment next to the atomizer. I don't know how to open. And but I think all in all, I think my order was somewhere around $22 because I got discounts and free shipping. So I got all that stuff for $22. So I'm going to have to say TEMU was a big hit for me. And I would recommend visiting that site. You'll probably see it in your Facebook feed. And they have wigs too. I mean, they have everything. So I do have a wig coming from them. I have a few other things. They had contact paper and wallpaper. Beautiful different types of decorative items. They had jewelry, bracelets that looked really nice. They had the, you know, the multi-level bracelets that I love with the beads. So TEMU was definitely a thumbs up for me. For lifestyle, I have been shut inside because it's gotten cold here in Connecticut, and we actually had like frost on the cars, so it's been getting cold, so we shut the windows. And I did a lot of baking last week. I baked like 6 different kinds of cookies, and unbeknownst to me, when I was pulling one of the trays out, one of the cookies fell off and down onto the bottom of the oven floor. So the next time I put something in and cooked it at 400 degrees, everything started smoking. And I was like, oh my gosh, you know, the house was just billowing with like smoke. I opened the window and everything, and I had an air purifier, so I got it out. This is the Muka air purifier, and it's so easy to use. You literally, you just have, you know, a cord that goes in here and one that goes in the wall. You tap it on the top for the power. It's very, very quiet. I'll show you a quick video here. It took out all of that oven smoke within a matter of a few minutes, and the air in my house is so clean, so clean. So, you know, when you're spraying chemical sprays for cleaners, putting that stuff on the rug to clean it, you know, you have pet dander, you have all kinds of different things in your home that actually can cause allergic reactions. And as you get older, you find you get a little more sensitive to those things. And I have a lot of, I'm always spraying Lysol stuff and disinfectant, and, you know, I'm using powders and cleaners and sprays and Windex and everything else all over the place. And I use that carpet stuff to carpet freshen, and I'm vacuuming, so everything gets thrown into the air. So I'm so glad to have this, and even at night in the bedroom, it's so nice. The air feels clean. It just feels clean, and I feel like it has helped me avoid getting any kind of flus or anything, because it's like killing all the junk that's in it. There's a lot of bacteria and pollen and junk like that in the air in your house. And now that we have the windows closed and we're stuck inside, our heating units are spewing out junk. So I totally recommend it. The Muka people, this is the air purifier. It's a pretty good deal, and I just put a link in there for you to click on if you want, if you're interested in it. It's on Amazon. I think it's under $30 or so. Definitely something that's good for the winter especially. An air purifier is awesome, and it's so easy to open it up and change out the filter, you know, for next year. You know, absolutely wonderful product. So the Muka air purifier from Amazon, it was really, really inexpensive. A wonderful product. It works fast, and it's very small, and it's very modern looking, you know, which is really nice. It doesn't look big and hokey, and it doesn't make a lot of noise, so you can sleep with it on. It's a nice white noise item. We lost our queen this year, so I did get this ornament off of Amazon. She's going on my tree. You know, Charles is not my king, however, she was my queen, and I really, really took that hit hard. I think I've always been sort of a royalist. A lot of my friends, especially my UK friends, are just totally perplexed by why that is, but now that she's gone, I'm no longer interested in the royals and in, you know, perpetuating that whole scene. But anyway, this is my beautiful ornament, that's newest ornament for the tree. I've been watching powwows on YouTube. I was watching that TV show Rutherford Falls, which is an extremely good and interesting and funny series. I think it's one of the best shows that I watched this year, and I did get this Native American indigenous sort of thing for my tree because I'm just really into it, and that's one of the new things for this year. For Christmas gifts, I thought what a cool thing to get a tote bag, and this is Whisk F tote bags, and what they are, I'm going to show you. This is one of them. They have thousands of designs of tote bags, and what a great gift to give somebody. Give them a tote bag and a gift card to a store. So they've got this unique tote bag, and they've got, like, that was a mandala. Again, you know, with my traveling, I love, you know, this is the London that I remember and love. They're double-sided prints. It's a nice thick canvas tote bag, and it's just a neat idea to give somebody like a gift card to Target or something, and give them something like that to carry their stuff in. Or if it's a teenager, you can do, like, they have cartoon characters. They do have master art as well. I thought that there was just some really cute designs, but I believe they have a special. If you get 4, you get the 5th one free. So I actually got 5 tote bags, and I had only intended on 4. One of the ones I wanted was not in stock, but I love this. Look at this. Oh, what a funny dog. Funny face. Yep. So just imagine giving that to somebody with a gift card to their favorite store or restaurant or whatever. If they're library, if they're book people and go to the library. And, you know, Klimt is my favorite artist, and so, you know, this is very similar to artwork from The Kiss, and I really like this take on that. It's a really interesting, very unusual, and they're all around $5, $6 for the totes. I mean, unbelievable. You get one free, so they wind up being like $5 for each tote. So Whisk F is the name of the company, and I'll link it below. Absolutely wonderful. I think I have a 5% discount code. Don't ask. Okay. 5% discount. That's cute, isn't it? Anyway, wonderful quality. I'm so pleased to get that. And again, you know, if you need an idea, and most teenagers nowadays, especially, I know that when I had grandchildren with my ex-husband, his grandchildren were my grandchildren. They just wanted gift cards. So, I mean, I would love to give them, you know, like a tote bag with a gift card with it. I think it just makes a nice gift, and it just adds a little something. It's not just money, you know, not just a gift card. NIKOL Johnson. NIKOL makeup. I finally got it. It finally was in stock, and my little pink box came. This is my NIKOL Beauty, and you know NIKOL, she's part of that silver hair brigade. You know, I have gray hair, and I'm in your face about it, kind of, yeah. She has great ideas, and she's a wonderful makeup artist in her own right. She's very in your face about stuff, and she has her own makeup line, which it better the heck be good stuff, right? So a lot of people were commenting on how her eye primer was the best in the world, and they've never seen anything since. So every time I heard that or read it in the comments, I'd go over to her store, and it was sold out. So finally it came in stock. They sent this box with this in it, with lots of fluff. They had this, it was like gray shredded paper, and I took it all out now, but this is NIKOL. It had all this gray shredded paper, and it reminded me of the gray hair. It was kind of funny, not funny, but okay, I'm going to stop about that. Anyway, the eye primer looks a lot like a solid concealer, and it acts a lot like a solid concealer. You got a mirror, very nice heavy weighted packaging. The concealer itself, the eye primer itself goes on like a concealer. It does stay put really well. I did find though, when I was going through my dry skin phase, at least once a month I have like a dry skin phase where I'm peeling, it really latched onto the dry skin. So I'm not as excited about this as I wanted to be, and I can't recommend it because it was like $20, I think, or $24. I can't recommend this as an eye primer. I'm not returning it, obviously, but I just can't, and you know, that's another one of those things where people are just kissing up in the comments. Maybe she has contests or something and they want to win it. I don't know, but this is just, and I think there's a couple of shades, and this is the light peachy beige one. This is the light skin person version. I think she has a deeper skin person version. But nice packaging, good communication, product was okay. I wouldn't order it again, and just thought I'd let you know that. Snoopy, yay! Wet n Wild put out a brush collection for Peanuts. They have that Peanuts series. Now I didn't like the eyeshadow palette, wasn't that keen on it. The lipsticks were weird, weird colors. But whenever Wet n Wild does a special on brushes, I'm always right there, because I am still using one that I got back with the Pac-Man, I think it was. This is the Pac-Man one that I got a couple of years ago, and I use it almost daily. I love this brush, and it's from Wet n Wild. So these brushes now, they're dirty because I've used them like 4 times. I have washed them 3 times, but I didn't get to wash them before this video. There's a face brush, super soft. You can use it for powder, for blush, for, you know, bronzer. Really super soft. It keeps its shape when you wash it. Really, really nice. There is a blush brush here, which is kind of nice. And they have like Christmas lights and Snoopy and Woodstock pictured on here. I'm sure that over time these are going to wear off. The artwork will wear off. And there's 2 eye brushes. There is a crease brush, and then there is a more of a flat shadow brush. And I think these are just wonderful. What a wonderful little set. And I got it during a sale. I don't know if it was Ulta sale or I used my Ulta bucks on it or whatever, but I got a good deal on it. And I do recommend it. It's wonderful. The Snoopy Peanuts brush set. Whenever they have special brush sets, wherever they get them made, they do a good quality job. This thing is held its shape. I wash it. I'm really rough on my brushes, and I wash them really hard. And the same thing, this has been retaining its shape. They've been washed 3 times now. They're going to be washed again as soon as this is over. I really like it a lot. I think it's well worth the price. I love the sentiment. I'm a big Snoopy fan. So, yeah, the Peanuts Wet n Wild Season of Snoopy woof 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 brush set. Definitely pick it up if you see it. They generally do go on sale, or if you see it in CVS, use your extra bucks on it or use your 40% off coupon on it. You know the drill. You know the drill. Speaking of brushes, I was in Marshalls, and they had the Isaac Mizrahi eye set. Very similar feel to this. Again, you know, some of these brushes are hit or miss, but these are pretty good. It's an eyeshadow brush set. Nice shimmer on the bottom. This is, I think, the 5th or 6th time I've been wearing it. This is kind of a thick brow brush. I use it for liner. This is a nice flat under eye brush. Then you've got like a flat eyeshadow brush, more of a transition color, and you've got more of a, I love that pencil eraser top shape brush for work around the crease area. So I think it's really good, and this was $5.99 in Marshalls. So it was good quality. They lasted fine. They're blunt cut on the edge. They're like a glass almost. It's plastic. But they feel good in the hand, and they work good. They wash up well. So I totally do recommend the Mizrahi brushes as well. Disappointed Am I, KVD, and this is the Good Apple Foundation. I don't know why I thought I should try this. I think it's because so many people reviewed it and said it was excellent, and I'm like, but I have old dry skin with lots of texture. Maybe this isn't a good idea. And I was right. I was right. It runs really light. This is a medium shade. It's number 27. It's medium. And it was just about my shade. It was almost a little light. And I'm a medium light MAC NC20. And it arrived broken. The case was broken on it. This is it here. Very creamy texture. I thought at first it was going to work out just fine, but it dried down. It was one of those foundations that looks super good when you put it on, but then unfortunately an hour later or so it's dried down and you just get like cracks. You get the 11s come out first, you know, the two lines up here, and then around the mouth area, all around here where I have some texture, it just exaggerated it, and I'm so disappointed because I do like the KVD brand. So unfortunately that was a miss. I did see somebody talk about this. I think my friend Pretty and Flawed, Belinda, she goes shopping all the time and I watch her and she pulled one of these up. It is the NARS blush palette is now in the TJMAX and Marshalls, so look for this set. Look for this set. They are blushes, and I'm telling you, they look weird in the pan, but on you, I mean, this one here, this kind of brown, light brownish color, it's beautiful. It's like chai from, see? It's like chai from Laura Mercier. And then even this orange one is very subtle on. All of these blend out very subtly. Now I had to, because he's so hard pan with his blushes, everything's so hard pan in there, I actually have to take like scissors and make crisscrosses in all the squares because it's so hard pan. It's the way they're packed. It's not because they got old, it's because the way they're packed. They're very hard pan. So in order to get a good, you know, look at that. Now you just shear it out, even though that was the deeper pink, you can shear that out. And it just, oh man, I just love this. So when you see this at Marshalls and TJ Maxx, pick it up. This is last year's special. This isn't this year's blush release that he did in the set. So definitely pick that up, look for it. I did get a NARS blush, a single one this year, and this is called Behave. And he has a whole series of blushes called Behave. He has a cream blush, a stick blush, and a powder blush all in one set. I don't know why. I don't know why. Why would he do that? They're all the same thing, but they're different formats. But they're in the same set. I mean, I don't know. This is like this whole pillow talk business, or orgasm. At least it's not orgasm, you know, it's Behave. I love this blush. It's a beautiful blush. I wear it to work almost every day. It's subtle. It gives you a nice healthy glow without looking like you're trying too hard or wearing too much makeup. It's hard to overdo this one. I really like it. From NARS. Again, I love his blushes. I was in Target and Sonia Kashuk is still there. And all I could think is they just have her brushes there. And those big white and marble looking sponges, you know, people like those. I think the standout sponges have kind of replaced them. But this is a foundation brush, and I don't have a brush like this, so I thought I would. This is the 145. The bristles are soft, but very, very firm and dense, but they're soft. So you do get a really good foundation buff in for cream foundations, and it's got its own case, which I love that. These run around $12 to $14 at Target, and I think it's worth it. You know, they have some really good foundation brushes. And speaking of foundation, I use these powder puffs almost every day for bronzer, for blush, for powder under the eyes, and they wash up so nicely. I have washed this one several times, and what I do is I put it over my Zote soap, and then I use my brush cleaner, and I just turn it around to each side, and then I rinse it under the water, and it goes back to sparkling white. I do clean all my sponges, all my puffs, everything gets cleaned. Anything, especially if it's going near my eyes, gets cleaned. So all of my eye brushes and everything get cleaned after every use. I am enjoying my Charlotte Tilbury. This is a medium bronzer. And it's light for a medium. You do get a lot of, like, it's a contour, what they call it, bronzer, where it's sort of a bronzer and it's a contour at the same time. I really like it. I have the medium shade, or number 2. Number 1 is just slightly light, and I don't think it does what it could. This does more, so I have the number 2 in that. And I love her packaging, of course. I was watching a young YouTuber, and I do watch a few of them. I think it's Morgan Turner, Kelly Gooch. There's a few of them that I watch that are very young. And they were talking again about the MILANI Conceal and Perfect foundation. So since I was in Target getting that brush, I thought, oh, I'll try that. And I haven't tried it in a while. And, you know, I think I might have tried it 6-7 years ago. And I thought I liked it, but I didn't like it this time at all. Oh my gosh. It was very dry on my skin, it patchy on my skin. And I don't know if maybe I got an old one, you know, because you don't know how long they've been sitting on the counters. But it was a fail for me. It was unfortunately no good at all. Also in Marshall's, there was this Korean foundation for $2.99, and it was called It's You. It's You, and it's actually quite nice. It does, I think it's more for normal skin. If you have dry patches on your skin, it will gravitate towards them, and you have to, you know, press it in a little bit more if you have some extra deep lines. But initially it looked really lovely on the skin. It was very emollient, but it did not last very long. Maybe after 2-3 hours. I looked in the mirror and it looked a little cakey. So unfortunately this was sort of a fail, but it was a great price. I see there's the $2.99 there from Marshall's. And this is the shade Ivory. There were only a couple shades, so it led me to believe they were either discontinuing this, or they were changing their packaging, or this is just extra they wanted to get rid of for the new year. I got several eye palettes to try. One of them, CCOLOR, I went to CCOLOR, and this was a beautiful palette, and it's called Autumn. And CCOLOR can be hit or miss. They do a lot of dupe palettes where they duplicate high-end palettes very closely. This is called Autumn. It's got some gorgeous colors. It's perfect, neutral, warm toned neutral shades, and then you've got a deep kind of a bluish tone that goes more blackish on the eye, and then you've got kind of a gray. You've got a cool tone brown, couple cool tone browns, couple warm tones, transitions, and then you have a few shimmers. This bronzy shimmer is beautiful, and then you've got this kind of beautiful rose gold. Let's just put a rainbow on the eyes. You've got rose gold and bronze, and then you've got this kind of bright orange, which, you know, you can put it up in here if you're into that. I mean, it will work, but this was more towards Thanksgiving, and I had it just before then, so I didn't really have enough time to talk about it in my last video, because for my November faves and flops, I hadn't really given it enough time to try several eye looks, but I do like it very much. It's called Autumn from CCOLOR. I had gone on their site for their Black Friday sale, which, you know, most businesses were having a Black Friday sale like the day after Halloween, and so they had a long running one. And I also got the clay palette from CCOLOR, and this is one of those infamous dupe palettes. You may recognize it as a Tarte Play palette. CCOLOR is calling it their clay palette, but Tarte called it their play palette. And it is a duplicate of the formulation. Very, very nice, perfect kind of neutral palette. There's no shimmers in here, it's all mattes, but it's good base eye stuff, and then you can go to other places if you want to have a shimmer on your lid or something like that. But this is a really good dupe. It's the clay palette from CCOLOR, and I'm sorry, some of you, it can be political about, you know, whether you support companies that copy high-end brands. I just like the eyeshadows, and I'm not going to get political, because if I keep getting political, I'm not going to buy anybody. Especially like L'Oreal, for instance. Oh God, don't even get me started. Marshall's also had this, speaking of copycats, this looks a lot like the Makeup Revolution. It also looks like something from Too Faced. And these shadows were totally a fail. Very light color payout, so that was a bit of a fail. This was in Marshall's for $5.99. Great packaging, but it's more towards the Makeup Revolution version rather than the Too Faced version, so it was a fail, unfortunately. I was very disappointed in that. Also to the Revolution Reloaded palette, I think this is the Vitality. This was $3.99 at Marshall's. I thought I'd give it a try. Again, really light color payout. You had to keep working and working and working to try to get it, and they didn't blend well together. They didn't play well together at all. So this was a fail as well. Two palettes I did like. This is Laura Geller, and it was part of her Black Friday sale, and I haven't tried Laura Geller products in a minute. I mean, it's been a long time since I purchased anything from her. This is her all-season, no-season palette, seasonless staples, she's calling this, and it's got some beautiful warmer tone shades. I love the mossy green, and the cool tone beige is a perfect transition color. Got a beautiful shimmer bronze for under the eyes, which I love, and a deep brown for the corners to make a beautiful eye. Some of the lighter shimmers are nice. They've got that nice ivory for your base shade. And you've got, like, this shade is kind of nice to put. I like to put it on the 10 and 2 just to warm up the eye. I think it puts a nice kind of effect on the eye. Really, really pretty. But this is a very usable palette, very functional. The formula is good. There is a mirror in it. And I think it's just plain good. And I got, it was like 40% off or 50% off or something, so I got a great deal on it anyway. So I was really pleased with this. And like I said, I haven't tried Laura Geller in a long time. Now I've had mostly a love-hate, more towards the hate relationship with Morphe. But this one really grabbed hold of me, and I walk by at Ulta and I see the Morphe display and it kills me, because I always want to get something from them. I really like some of their color stories, and this is their holiday release. It's called the No Silent Nights. They give you a little sheet here to make your own eye looks. There is no mirror in this, but I don't care about that stuff. This palette has some gorgeous colors. Gorgeous, gorgeous colors. I don't know if you can see them. Let me bring it up close here. So you've got some grays and blues. You've got some mauves. Muted colors, you've got some cool tone browns, you've got a lot of, these are kind of repetitious, these I hate sunflower, I really do. It makes me look like I'm sick, like I have gangrene or something, or liver problems, you know? It's just, this, you know, there's like a whole bunch of them too right here, but you just take this out. And you do have some more of the deeper bittersweet colors, and you get into more neutrals up here. You've got your Papa Blue, deeper blue. This whole series here, you could do a really beautiful blue shimmer glam eye. You've got your neutrals all in here. You've got some deeper reds. There are a few shimmers that are nice. You've got your white shade that you can blend with. You've got your basic lid shade, your pale cream, which is very similar to the creme brulee shade from Wet n Wild, which is nice. This shade is a nice cool tone neutral for you know, your transition shade. But the shimmers are great. I mean, it's really got a lot of good functional colors in it, and I'm really pleased with it. I don't know where this came off being no silent nights, because it's not very fancy dancy. I mean, there's some shimmers in here, but there's no real metallics. But I think they did a good job, and geez, don't quote me, huh? This is the 35XS No Silent Nights from Morphe Cosmetics. Not my favorite brand, not my favorite people, but you know what? If they have a good product, I'm going to be fair. You know, I'm trying to be fair. CCOLOR, while I was on their site, I looked at their brow product, and this is a brow, like a brow gel, and I thought it would make a nice blonde shade, because, you know, my hair kind of gravitates from blonde to white, depending on when I color it. I like to do a medium to light blonde in my hair. I mean, I probably should do some deeper tones in there. It's not looking the best right now. I was outside scraping my car this morning. It's okay. I still prefer to use my mascara. This is the Prime Lash, and this is the brown mascara, and I'm telling you, using the brown mascara, holy cow, it grabs every little hair. It keeps it in place. You look like you have twice as much brow hair as you do. It's wonderful. And I would just highly recommend you use a mascara that has some fibers in it for your brow gel, because it really does make a difference. And I usually have teeny tiny little, you know, pluck them all out for the disco eyebrows. And this works really well. Prime Lash mascara in the shade brown. And that would work for a plethora of people. I forgot to mention this, since I was scraping the car this morning. This is on Amazon. They didn't send this to me or anything. They don't know I'm doing this. This is a heated seat, and it comes with a cord. You just stick it in. Well, we used to call it the cigarette lighter. Now I think they call it a power outlet. You stick it in the cigarette lighter thing, and you have an on and off switch. When you turn it on, you have to sit down on it. When you sit down on it, it activates it to heat up, and within 60 to 90 seconds, it's warm. And I tell you, there is nothing like that. I have a lower end model of Honda Fit, and my car is ice cold when I get in there. And after scraping the windows and everything, and I sit down on that cold leather, it's like, oh, you know. So I got one of these. I just bought one, and it heats up so nice. I mean, you don't get too toasty. I mean, you don't want to burn the nether regions or anything, but I mean, it's so nice. It's so nice, and it's under $35 for this. It is so worth it for the winter. If you live in a cold climate and you don't have heated seats in your car, this is a godsend. It really is. Plus, added bonus, it helps your back. You know, if you got a sore, stiff back, it's like a heating pad, you know. It's really nice. Probably you could use it, you know, flop face down. If somebody's got cramps or something, they could lay down in the back with that on it. I don't know. Anyway, this is the my NT heated seat cover, and I'll link it below. It's like $30 to $35. Well worth it. A heated seat, there's nothing like it. And the other thing I forgot to mention, these folks did send these to me, and oh my gosh, yeah, I guess they are a little dirty. I've been walking around with these. These are FITVILLE, and these are sneakers that are made for people who have problem feet. problem meaning they have maybe calluses, or they have bow toes, or they need a little extra space around the toe area. I'm one of those people. I have big old bony toes, and I've broken all my toes, so some of them stick out. There's nothing worse than having sore feet. And I have, like, I get blisters on the bottom of my, the ball of my feet, a little TMI there. There's extra room in here, and you can, if you wear orthotics or you put lifts or those inserts in, you know, to give you a little bit of more of a lift here, you can fit them in there and you still have room to move your toes around. A lot of times when you have these kinds of shoes, if you try to put orthotics or some kind of a, you know, cushioning thing that gives you a little bit of a lift, it squishes your toes up on the end. So this is made for people who have tough times with their feet, and I love these. I wish I could wear them to work because they're so comfortable, and they go with everything, of course. And I do have this army green pair. Oh my God, are these beautiful with my blue jeans on the weekends. And I have a pair of khaki trousers that these look so cool with. These are the green ones. But there's good traction on the bottom. They're comfortable. You can run in them, you can walk in them. And if you have problem feet, these are your shoes. They're very padded, and they're from FITVILLE is the name of the company. And absolutely wonderful, wonderful sneakers. I love them. And you know, they did send me these, and it's like, I don't talk about things if I don't like them. So, or I will make a point of saying how awful they are, but these are really good. I do totally recommend them. They're very modern looking, so you don't look like an old person wearing old person shoes. These are like comfortable shoes for old people that don't look like old people's shoes, and these young people wear these, and they look very useful, very springy, very modern on. I really like them a lot, and thank you to FITVILLE for sending these to me, because they did a great job with these. They're high quality, you can tell they're put together well, and it's just the number one thing is they're comfortable. And I have, like I said, I broke all my toes on my left foot, and my foot sticks out funny. Plenty of room in here. So, and they also have extra wide sizes in their sneakers. So, invest in a shoe that's comfortable for you. I mean, you can get junk at the Walmart or junk on Amazon, and you know, it'll last you a couple months and be uncomfortable. Get something that's comfortable, you know. I would, honestly, these are great. So these are FITVILLE. Walkers, runners, whatever you want to do with them. You can use them at the gym, you can use them around the house, you can walk the mall with them, you can walk outside, take the dog out for a walk with these. They're wonderful, absolutely. I know, especially, I noticed them when I was in the, I go to BJ's, you know, which is a huge, giant, you know, big, giant cement floor kind of warehouse store. And I usually can't make it through the store. I have to go back out in the car and sit, take my shoes off and sit. I made it through the whole store, and it didn't bother me at all. So, and I know it's the difference is these shoes were fabulous. So, thank you again. Okay, it's been a while since I've had one of these. This is the NYX Jumbo Crayon. Milk. People used to use these for, like, you draw on your eyelid and wipe it in, and then we'd use that as our eye primer. Past tense. It doesn't work anymore. If you have older eyes that have lots of wobbles in them, no, just no. Okay, it didn't work. In the Dollar Tree, they're getting all kinds of new makeup, and they have a couple of new brands, but they did get in the new hydrating lipsticks from LA Colors, so I got all 3 colors. One of the colors I like, but some of them, they're not very hydrating. Kind of dry. This pink was the wrong color. Let me just show you the colors here. Packaging, little to be desired. Deal. Actually, I think this one is my favorite. Yes, big deal. And this one that was pink, I didn't really like it. That is Dusty Rose. I'll just give them to you close up here so you can see them. The one in the middle is this one in the middle. Big deal. It is a big deal. I like it a lot. Big deal. So big deal works nicely. The other two, meh. And they have that kind of slightly floral Dollar Tree lipstick scent to them. So just thought I'd give you a warning on that. But they're, you know, $1.25. Okay. CCOLOR. When I was on the website, I did buy a brow pencil. This is the light brown shade, and it works kind of nicely. It's a little stiff, but you get very, very fine hair strokes with it, and it does fill in nicely in the spots where you're sparse. If you're like me and you have some sparse areas that didn't grow back after the disco plucking, this is really nice, and it's stiff enough that it doesn't break off and it doesn't wear down or get too creamy, because sometimes if they're too creamy they just go to mush and then you don't get the hair-like look to them. So I think it's pretty good. And on this side you have a spoolie, of course, that you can use to brush everything up with. So all in all, the CCOLOR haul that I did was actually pretty good, not bad. A couple lip items here and one mascara. I'm going to show you. This is kind of creepy, actually. You know, I'm going through the Online Makeup Academy, and I need to put makeup on somebody else besides myself. So I thought, well, I'll get kind of a mannequin or something that I can work on that has deeper color skin than mine, so I can do it. And they sent me this. It looks like a scalp. I feel all Texas Chainsaw Massacre here. It's like, oh, look at this. Ugh. Anyway, so the idea is I can, you know, do makeup and brows and everything on this lady, and also, you know, take care of some of the shine. And this is like a skin, I don't know what it is. I'm sure it's a plant-based item, but it's creepy as heck. I haven't been able to bring myself to do it, but you can actually put false lashes on, you can do, you know, eyeshadow, and I've got this for my school classes, but I just thought I'd show it to you because it's kind of interesting. Somebody asked me what I was going to practice on, and that's one of the things I'm practicing on. New lipstick from MAC. They were having a sale on MAC lipsticks, and this is their luster formula, which is really nice. I've been wanting this shade for a long time, and it's sold out. This is my everyday work lipstick. It looks like my lips at work. It is not over the top. It looks like I just have healthy lips. It doesn't look like I'm wearing makeup. It's a real minimalist color. It's called, and the name of it is Thanks, It's MAC. That's the name of the shade. Thanks, It's MAC. Okay. Very, very pretty shade. Very basic. I mean, this is truly a Your Lips But Better shade if you are medium to light skinned fish belly white girl like me. But I like it a lot. I can wear it to work. I feel better because I know my lips aren't all faded and gross and everything. They look healthy, they look natural, and it just adds a teeny bit of something to give me a little bit of for sure. During Ulta's sale, I did pick this up. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills, the lip. It's a lip liner and a lipstick in the color Tease. Tease. Ooh, Tease. It's very light. It's very creamy, very light. And I like the liner too. The liner is a nice over liner. You know, like sometimes people are now putting their lipstick on and then putting the liner on over the top of it. This works really nicely there, but this is the shade Tease from Anastasia Beverly Hills, and I really like it. For some reason, I just don't think about them when I think about lipsticks. But Tease has been a very popular shade for them for quite a while. I just was late, you know, late getting on the boat here. I am enjoying the Pat McGrath. This is the lip gloss and the lipstick. Again, another light shade. It's very light, it's sheer, it's very balmy. I think it's really nice. And the lip gloss is also really nice. Goes on a little bit deeper. And the lip pencil rolled away somewhere. Oh, here it is. The lip pencil here. I think I'm down on it. So there's the lip pencil. And then we have the gloss, which is a very pigmented gloss. And then we have the lip balm if you just want something lighter for the daytime. So I thought that trio was an excellent trio, the Pat McGrath lip trio. It came in a little packet in the Sephora impulse buy section. Really wonderful. Wonderful. Color is Nude Venus, I believe, and it's a Pat McGrath color, and it was affordable. It was $25, and then I had the 20 off, you know, that thing. Yeah, Sephora's having another sale. I'm trying whatever they can to get people back in. Maybe they didn't make enough during their other sale because we're just so disgusted with them. I don't know. Very last item I tried. Again, I know I didn't like it. I liked the regular Lash Paradise, but I hadn't tried the waterproof one. So I thought I would try the waterproof Lash Paradise. And I figured at the very worst, I could put over the top of another mascara and make that waterproof. But I didn't like it at all. It was just, I don't know if I got an old one. Again, I don't know how long it's been sitting in the drugstore, but it didn't work out for me. So, and this did not work out at all. This is CCOLOR Perfect Lips. The lipstick was awful. The lip gloss was very, very sticky. And the lip liner was okay, it was passable, but I couldn't recommend this set. So if you're on the CCOLOR website, I just wouldn't recommend the set. Maybe just individually I would do the lip liner. And so I think that pretty much does it for now. I will be back next week with probably the TEMU order, and I will begin my best of the year video series. I wanted to thank Melinda for her card. I've been getting some holiday cards. I'm just going to briefly put my address down below if any of you want to send cards. I love getting Christmas cards. I love it. It's not my home address, but it will get to me. The person that lives there will get it to me, and he will thwart any stalkers. So. So on that note, I will talk to you again soon in the next video, and I wish you all a wonderful, safe, happy week. Stay warm, and if you're down in Australia, stay cool. And take care, everybody. Toodles.